and amazing hospitality. It is Scotland!
Στον απότατο βορρά της Μεγάλης Βρετανίας, ένας τόπος και ένας πολιτισμός τελείως διαφορετικός από την Αγγλία. Ξεκινάω από τη Γλασκόβη στο ιστορικό Στέρλινγκ, μετά στο νησί Αιλέι και μετά βόρεια στο νησί Σκάι. Θα διασχίσω τα Highlands μέχρι το Loch Ness και το Stratton και από εκεί στα νησιά Ορκνή. Μετά κάθοδο στο Εδιμβούργο, σύντομη επίσκεψη στο Σεντ Άντριους για γκολφ και τέλος τρελό ξεφάντωμα στο φεστιβάλ του Εδιμβούργου. Η Γλασκόβη είναι η μεγαλύτερη πόλη της Σκωτίας με κατασκευασμένα τερατουργήματα όπως το Easter House, το Govan και το Gorbels. Από το 1990 όμως που κηρύχθηκε πολιτιστική πρωτεύουσα της Ευρώπης γνωρίζει πρωτοφανή πολιτιστική άνθηση. Πρώτη μου στάση στο υπέροχο ξενοδοχείο Μέγαρο Τεχνών.
But I decided to splurge. I know I'm just starting, but this place really captures kind of that Glasgow vibe. I mean, look, a wall of water. Wow, look at this. This is nice. Oh, I could get used to this place. But then I'd have a very short trip. I love it.
Η Γλασκόβη φημίζεται για τα μουσεία της και τις γκαλερί της που φιλοξενούν έργα Σκοτσέζων όπως του Ρένι Μάκιντος. Ο Μάκιντος, φημισμένος αρχιτέκτονας και διακοσμητής του 19ου αιώνα, σχεδίασε το σπίτι του με κάθε λεπτομέρεια από την πρόσωψη μέχρι το τελευταίο έπιπλο. Πιστό αντίγραφο του σπιτιού του υπάρχει στην γκαλερί τέχνης των Ουτεριανών.
The Scottish accent is famous for being difficult to understand, but the Glaswegian accent can be even more difficult. There are words and phrases in Glasgow that sound a bit like a foreign language even, so I'm on a mission to find some people to help me translate. Okay, so I love the Glaswegian accent, and I was wondering if you could teach me some local phrases.
Well, it's very hard to bring them to mind, this is the thing. It's all right when your eyes are not going to and happy as eyes. You understand?
Sometimes people might say, if they're having a disagreement or an argument, they'll say that we had a right stushy.
Gadgy?
Gadgy. Gadgy.
Who's a gadgy?
Who's a... a gadgy? A tramp.
A tramp.
What is it? I says to her, did you give that boy the Glasgow kiss? She says, oh, that's a butt in the head. So she knew what that was.
Europe. Now, one reason to blame could possibly be the chippy, which is basically a fish and chip shop. Chips meaning French fries. But they tend to get a little carried away and deep fry about everything. Pizza, hello.
Good morning. How can I help you?
What's the most unique thing that you fry?
We have a deep fried Mars bar.
That's a candy bar.
Yes, usually served with tomato sauce.
What? Tomato sauce. Okay, I would like to try that.
You'd like one?
Why not? Why not?
Would you fry a Mars bar for this young lady, please?
Why the ketchup? Why do they put ketchup on it?
I think that's a young sort of idea that they like ketchup with everything.
Who came up with this idea?
Well, I've had a few people ask for it, and they tend to be from the east coast of Scotland. So we think originally it came from Aberdeen, and it was originally asked by an oil worker coming from, maybe he's worked in the Arab countries. So it may come from, originated from Kuwait or Bahrain.
Maybe in Kuwait, they're deep frying Mars bars.
I think they deep fry some sort of chocolate.
Oh, and it came from the idea.
Yes,
okay. Okay, this is it. Ketchup and all.
It's very tasty.
It's very strange. The whole idea of deep frying a candy bar, let alone putting ketchup on it, but it's actually quite good. It's just too overwhelming for my taste buds, I think. Once in a lifetime. Teach me to do that in about an hour and a half?
We will have a very good try.
All right. Where do we start?
We start
I'm
right
ready.
here. Scottish bagpipes are unique. The origin, I would think, would be in the countryside where young herd boys were sent out to look after his master's sheep and goats. And whilst he was out there, it would be a hot sunny day and he would get bored and he would pick up a stick, hollow out the middle and make some holes, and all of a sudden he had a whistle. He was a happy man. He was playing his country's tunes. But eventually they realised that they had to stop to take a breath, so the music stopped too. And sometimes there would be a sheep lying dead, and they would suddenly realise that if they stuck the pipe into the sheep's stomach, they would have a reservoir of air. And it would not be very hygienic, but eventually they cleaned things up. And eventually that's where bagpipes came. Right, Megan, it's your turn. Yeah, come on. Bash the bag. Give it a dunk, as we say. Keep going. You've got to keep blowing. Keep blowing. Now, eventually... Okay. Come on. Right, stop. Not quite. Let's try it. Let's cheat, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Right, okay. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll blow. All right?
Okay.
And you will play...
Great.
Okay?
Not bad.
You did very well.
Well,
you did very
it's
well.
because you've got all of the air action going on.
Well,
plus you're dressed the right way.
That's it.
Okay, can I ask you also... Okay, I'm new around here.
Sure.
And I'm curious, what do people wear underneath their kilts, men?
What have you heard?
Nothing?
Yeah.
I've heard something. I've heard they wear nothing.
Well, you've just got to believe what you wish to believe. You're not like the fairies.
You're not even going to give me the truth, are you? Okay.
Η Σκωτία έχει πάντα δύσκολες σχέσεις με την Αγγλία. Ήταν άσπροντες εχθρές ως το 1707 που ενοποιήθηκαν. Μέχρι τότε Σκοτσέζοι αντάρτες μάχονταν λυσαλέα τους Εγγλέζους κατακτητές με ηγέτη τον William Wallace, εθνικό τους ήρωα που μετά από προδοσία συνελήφθη και εκτελέστηκε το 13ο αιώνα. Στο Στέρλινγκ έδωσε τις μεγαλύτερες μάχες του.
Throughout the world after a book and a movie called Braveheart came out. Now, the movie was starring Mel Gibson, spawned legions of fans, and actually tonight here at Stirling Castle, there's a Braveheart banquet. You must be Shores Wallace.
Correct.
Hi, I'm Megan.
How you doing?
I came to see you about trying on a tartan.
Right. Okay then. Just relax.
Okay.
Now that's you almost got your position with the kilt. But because you're a female, I need to lift you a wee bit. Can I come across you?
Yes.
Okay then. I'll lift you and just go back a wee bit. There you go. Gently.
Okay.
There you go.
I didn't look up your kilt, by the way.
Right. If you could lift your arms up, what we're going to do is quite simply put that across you. There you go. Yeah, you're quite comfy. The next thing is what you call the fixing belt.
Ticklish, I'm sorry.
Right, that used to go a wee bit higher because you're a slim female.
Oh, yes.
I'll pull you up.
Oh, shoot. Oh, did I ruin it?
No.
It's all right. Okay. All right. Voila. I'm ready for battle.
Well, you're ready for something.
Well, the women at the banquet actually wear something a little more fanciful, don't they? All right. Well, I love this experience, and next time I go to war, I will definitely wear a Wallace tartan. Are you allowed to wear it if you're not of the Wallace clan?
If you get the passion,
I've got the passion.
well, then it's not a case of you being allowed. It's a case of us being proud that you would wear it.
Thank you.
Στο συμπόσιο Braveheart σερβίρεται το εθνικό φαγητό της Σκωτίας, το haggis.
Haggis, meats, and tatty. I've heard a lot about this, but I have been kind of hesitant to try it. Oh, it's really very good. Once you get past the idea that it's the lining of a sheep's stomach with, heart and lung and all those organs in it, it's actually really, really good. Scots love their history. This is a reenactment group who loves to put on battles that happened in the days of William Wallace himself.
For God, King, and England! God, King, and England! And here he is! I shall
Man in the
put any
middle
of my
represents
champions.
William Wallace.
If you have any,
Man,
and
does
the
he
field,
have it.
back for England.
Η θεατρική ομάδα Φωτιά και Σπαθί δίνει τακτικές παραστάσεις εποχής Γουάλλας με αιμοδιψείς μάχες.
It is William Wallace's birthday today, and all of these people have come here to honor his memory. 800 years later, they still hold him as one of their strongest national figures.
Το 1305 ο William Wallace μετά από προδοσία καταδικάστηκε στο Λονδίνο και εκτελέστηκε. Τον διαμέλυσαν και σκόρπισαν τα κομμάτια του στην Αγγλία. Για τους Σκότους παραμένει μέχρι σήμερα ακατάβλητο σύμβολο ανεξαρτησίας. Περιηγούμε τα νησιά. Πρώτη μου στάση στο νησί Άιλεϊ, στο νότο των Έσω Ευρύδων. Μετά πίσω στα ηπειρωτικά για το όρος Όμπαν. Το Άιλεϊ, σχετικά απομονωμένο, δέχεται ελάχιστους επισκέπτες. 50% των ντόπιων μιλάνε κέλτικα, τα γκέλικ. Κύρια σχολεία τους είναι η παραγωγή ουίσκι.
Scotland's national drink dates back to around the 15th century. In Gaelic, they call it Ushka Bay, which means water of life. I am talking about whiskey. Now, Islay is famous for its own variety, which is a little bit peaty and more smoky. Today, I'm at Ardbeg. I'm going to meet Stuart, who's the manager of the distillery here. It's one of the best in all of Scotland.
Hi, Megan. Pleased to meet you. I'm Stuart.
Nice to meet you, Stuart.
Let me take you around the distillery and I'll show you how we make some whiskey.
Whiskey me away.
Το σκοτσέζικο ουίσκι έχει γεύση από καπνιστό κρυθάρι. Πρώτα το μουσκεύουν, μετά το ξεραίνουν σε φωτιά από τύρφη, το ανακατεύουν με νερό και μετά το αφήνουν να υποστεί ζύμωση. Ο αλκοολούχος πυρήνας που προκύπτει μένει για απόσταξη σε δρύνα βαρέλια από 3 μέχρι 50 χρόνια. Μια διαδικασία που παραμένει αναλύωτη επί εκατοντάδες χρόνια.
How many caskets are in this place, this building?
About 4,500.
4,500. And how many buildings like this do you have?
We have 5.
This is 1975 Ardbeg. You should find it very smoky, very fruity and very sweet.
Excellent.
Slanjava.
Slanjava, what's that?
It means cheers.
In Gaelic?
Yes.
Slanjava then.
Enjoy.
Islay is an island full of stories of ghosts and fairies, but I actually get to meet a living legend, Fiona of the Seal.
Η Φιώνα Μίντελτον ήρθε στο Άιλεϊ το 1976. Είναι διάσημη για το βιολί που παίζει στις φώκες.
When I first came to Islay, it was winter and it was very calm and peaceful. I took my violin and then found a nice place on some rocks by the sea and started playing the violin. I suddenly realised that there were 2 little faces watching me from the sea with big eyes and whiskers.
Have you come to know certain ones more than others?
They tend to have their favourite places and their favourite rocks to sit on, so if I go to a particular place I would expect to see certain seals time and time again.
Από το Άιλεϊ ακολουθώ τη δυτική ακτή προς τα ηπειρωτικά για το όρο Σόμπαν.
Scotland doesn't exactly have anything quite like Mount Everest, but they do have something unique to themselves called a Munro, which were named by Sir Hugh Munro in 1891 to classify any mountain that's 3,000 feet or higher. Now, Scotland has 284 of them, and there are some people who are fanatical about walking and climbing them. Charlie has climbed them all, which makes him a Munro bagger, and I hope to bag my first one today. Hello.
Hi.
Charlie, how old were you when you bagged your first Munro?
I think I was 10 at the time. At that time I didn't know what a Munro was. I mean, I just thought it was a great hill and I enjoyed it, and I've always loved sort of Scotland and the countryside, so...
And so how long did it take you to do all 284?
Well, my first time round was 3.5 years.
So how long did it take you second time?
Well, 14.5 days.
What? That's amazing. How many a day is that?
It's averaging 6 a day. We need to go this way.
This is it. It's a little wet out here, don't you think?
Hey, come on, it's Scotland. What do you expect?
Duh. What's the name of this Monroe?
This one we're climbing today is Ben Cruachan, the biggest hill in the sort of Campbell area here.
So this is the Campbell area?
Yeah.
Which is your last name?
Yep.
This is like a homecoming. This is your turf. We've hiked all day. I know. I thought it was going to be much easier.
No. Done well though. Keep it going. That's it. Well done.
This is the moment of the Monroe bagging. No, Charlie.
Yes, all the way. Go. Yes.
That's my first Monroe.
Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, so how does it feel?
It feels kind of cold, kind of wet, kind of tiring, but still exhilarating. Kind of like a unique Scottish experience.
The question is, are you going to do it again?
Let me tell you, your record is safe. But you know what? You hike all this way, and you get this view.
Perfect, doesn't it?
Beautiful.
This can't be a good Scottish summer.
I am so excited about this journey. First of all, I love trains, but this is supposed to be one of the best train journeys in the world. It's called the West Highland Railway. Costs about £21, which is around $35 for 2 short hours on the train, but it is going to be magnificent.
Το τρένο φεύγει από τη Γλασκόβη, περνάει από το κάστρο Βουίλιαμ και φτάνει στο Μαλέγκ, από όπου θα πάρω το φέρι για το νησί Σκάι. Μοναδικός τρόπος να δει κανείς τα Highlands και τα ονειρεμένα τοπία τους. Το Σκάι, ένα τραχή βραχώδες νησί, φημίζεται για τα κάστρα, τα βουνά του και το άστατο κλίμα του. Λένε ότι σε μια μέρα αλλάζουν και οι 4 εποχές του έτους.
Scotland is extremely famous for its seafood, and today I'm going out with a man named Neil McRae, who actually pulls mussels off of the pillars of the Skye Bridge, and then we cook them on his boat for lunch. Hello, I'm sorry, I'm late. How are you? Great.
Ο Νίλ Μακρέι παίρνει τουρίστες στο σκάφος του να δοκιμάσουν τα πιο φρέσκα μύδια στο νησί.
Okay, the tide's coming in, so the plan is just
reach in normally and grab them.
Yep, as low down as possible because
they're fresher, but they're still in the water.
They're bigger, they're longer in the water, so they're bigger. Well, I might fall in.
I got you. Great. Unbelievable. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, we'll get some more.
Lunch. This in a restaurant in the States would cost you $12.95 at least.
You'll go this time.
All right, I'm ready.
Now, just don't catch your hands between the bridge and the boat.
I'm a little nervous about this.
Okay, I'll hold your legs.
Okay.
Over you go.
I missed it. Over there. Come on.
You got it.
Wait, come here.
Get down deeper.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
Oh, wait, I got him.
Up.
Shoot. Okay.
Perfect.
Right, I got it. I almost went overboard. I hope you all appreciate this. Well, I love Scotland. I love the legends and the landscapes and the history, and I love the castles. And you know, every castle has its own story, and this one is kind of a very unique one. Once upon a time here at Castle Moyle, there lived a young Norwegian princess named Mary. Mary made a chain of boats from one side of the channel to the other in order to be able to charge a toll of any passing ships. She greatly appreciated the contribution of the sailors and would actually, well, thank them by flashing her breasts as they passed by. She then became known as Saucy Mary, and it is actually a tradition for women who visit the castle to kind of honor Mary's tradition. So here's my Saucy Megan. If you're not in a hurry and you can kind of have flexibility in your schedule, a great way to get around the rural parts of Scotland is with the postman. You can hop on, you can hop off the bus. For about half an hour, it costs around $3, and it's great. You have to be patient because he has to make all his regular stops and pick up school kids and drop them off, but you really get a sense of life on the island, which is hi. How are you? Hello.
Hi. Hello, hello.
How are you, sir?
Not bad. God, blimey, I thought I'd missed you, Nigel.
Nigel, I still owe you my fare, which is £2.20, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Do you live here? Right back there.
Right
Is this
back.
how you get around the island?
Well, we've got our own car,
Yeah.
but the wife uses it.
The wife gets the car. You gotta take the bus.
That's it. And the same with your driver there. Is that right, Nigel?
Is that the same with you?
The only time we get the car is when there's something wrong with it.
This is Loch Dunvegan, and up until 1748, the only way you could get here to Dunvegan Castle was by boat. This is the oldest inhabited castle in Britain, and the MacLeod clan have lived here for 700 years. One of the ancestors of the MacLeod clan, Malcolm III, one time wrestled and killed a bull with his bare hands. The bull is now the symbol for the clan. And this is Sir Rory Moore's horn, which is filled with claret, which is wine. And each chief-to-be, at the age of 21, must drink the entire thing without dropping it or spilling any of it. And the present chief holds the record of 1 minute and 57 seconds. He is definitely a worthy man.
Από το Σκάι κατευθύνομαι στο ιστορικό πεδίο μάχης του Καλόντεν. Μετά θα ανιχνεύσω το μυστήριο του Λοχ Νες και μετά θα συμμετάσχω στους αγώνες του Στράθντον.
There are many tour companies that arrange bus trips all around Scotland, but I'm going on one that is really unique and really cool. Remember Ozzy Osbourne and the infamous rock and roll band Black Sabbath? Well, this is their old tour bus. In fact, this kind of was the groupie love shack. Now it's the honeymoon suite. Oops, sorry about that. There's 15 bunk beds inside, a little kitchenette. It's nice, it's laid back. Best way to go. Hello. Hi.
Το Pullman Black Sabbath εκτελεί διήμερες ή εξαήμερες περιηγήσεις στα Highlands, ένας πρωτότυπος τρόπος τουρισμού.
Anything that you would recommend people bring with them when they come?
clothing.
Warm clothing.
And a rain jacket, because it rains quite a bit.
I enjoyed the haggis, especially from the fish and chip shop. That's
haggis from the fish and chip shop?
Deep fried.
Deep fried haggis?
Yeah.
Anything specific that you would say you can't leave Scotland without?
Like Loch Ness?
Loch Ness?
Loch Ness, yes.
What's your theory? Give me. Have you seen it? And if
I haven't seen it, and I'm skeptical.
Επισκεπτόμαστε το ιστορικό πεδίο μάχης του Καλόντεν. Είναι η τελευταία μάχη που έγινε σε αγγλικό έδαφος το 1746.
Well, at the moment we're standing in effectively what is the graveyard after the Battle of Culloden. Now, the battle took place on April the 16th, 1746. 1,500 men were killed in less than 45 minutes. If any of you have any Scottish heritage or ancestry, then what happened here on April 16th has affected your lives.
1.500 μαχητές των Highlands με αρχηγό τον πρίγκιπα Κάρολο ή ωραίο Τσάρλι σφαγιάστηκαν μέσα σε 45 λεπτά. Ο Άγγλος δούκας του Κάμπερλαντ επωνομάστηκε σφαγέας για τη μεταχείριση που επεφύλαξε στους ηττημένους Σκοτσέζους. Πολλοί εκτελέστηκαν ή εκτοπίστηκαν. Οι δεγκάιντες και οι φούστες κίλτ απαγορεύτηκαν. 10 χιλιόμετρα δυτικά είναι το Λοχ Νες, η μεγαλύτερη λίμνη της Βρετανίας. Έχει μήκος 58 χιλιόμετρα.
Of all the mysteries that remain unsolved in the world today, one of my all-time favorites is the Loch Ness Monster. Now, the first sighting of Old Nessie occurred around the 6th century AD, but it wasn't until 1933 when they built a road around the outside of the loch that the mystery really began to deepen. One man believes in the existence of Nessie so much that in 1991 he left his home country of England and moved up here to prove that she exists somewhere out there. Are you seeing anything out there?
No, I'm not.
Not yet. So how often do you
I'm
see,
here all the time, summer and
here?
winter, full time.
All year?
Aye, all year, for the last 9 years now.
How did that happen?
By accident, really? No, by accident. I've always been fascinated by this mystery since I was a 7-year-old. And eventually, 9 years ago, I thought, hang on, why don't I do what I want to do, follow my dreams and live the life I want, which is to be totally involved in this mystery. So here I am.
Ο Στίβεν κατέληψε τη δουλειά του πριν από 9 χρόνια. Χρηματοδοτεί την ερευνά του πουλώντας μινιατούρες της Νέσι.
What are some of the kind of established theories about Nessie?
People look for all sorts of different things. We're all hunting for whatever the answer is. But some people are looking for giant sturgeon or giant catfish. One guy is hunting for a time gate back into the past. He believes the answer is that we're seeing things from way back in the past through this weird... People have got all sorts of different ideas as to what it is.
Now, have you had any sightings yourself?
I wouldn't say I've seen anything that is 100% definitely one of these animals. If I saw one of these animals, possibly I wouldn't even tell anybody. You know, if doing what I do, if you're asked 60 times a day, have you seen it yet? Doesn't take long to say no.
Yeah.
But if I'd had a long sighting of it, and 60 times a day I had to describe the same event to 60 different people, I'd probably resort back to saying no. There's no plan of how long it'll take, but I can see another decade of watching and waiting yet. Just however long it takes till we solve the mystery, really.
Carbisdale Castle is the most opulent youth hostel in the world. It costs $20 a night to stay here, and supposedly it's haunted.
Ευτυχώς δεν είχα κανένα κακό συναπάντημα με την Πέτη και έτσι ξεκούραστη και ανανεωμένη πάω στο Στράθντον για τους αγώνες. Παραδοσιακά αγωνίσματα των Highlands που κάποτε χρησιμεύαν σαν κριτήριο δύναμης και αντοχής για την επιλογή μαχητών από τις φατρίες.
We'll do 8 events today, ranging from putting the stones to throwing the hammers to tossing the caber.
Okay, what's putting the stones?
Well, putting the stone is similar to a shot put in the Olympics, you know. But we use a bigger ball, which is a stone, you know. And the hammer is more or less like a real sledgehammer, you know, with a ball on the end. You know, Olympics have got a chain, but we use the original, which is a wooden shaft. And then the caber is a tree trunk that's cut down to around about 20 feet and weighs maybe 150 pounds.
Didn't quite make it. It has to fall into the 12 o'clock position for it to qualify. That's Alistair. He is the world champion of Highland Games. Who is that? It's William Wallace. These particular Highland Games have been going on for 159 years. Right now, you've got two clans battling it out. The Wallaces versus the Forbes, just like the old days. Go, Wallace! Do it for William!
Right, you pick out the head, you start. You pick out the head, right?
Name start. 1, 2, New Zealand a goodie.
Me. For Scotland versus the rest of the world over here. Yes. What's the strategy? Twist it.
That's it. Don't pull the bum boot. Put your feet in and lean back.
From Canada.
United States.
United States. Hit the straight.
Thank you very much.
Από το Στράθντον κατευθύνομαι στο Άμπερντιν να πάρω αεροπλάνο για τα Όρκνεϊ, 70 νησιά στο βόρειο άκρο της Σκωτίας. Οι κάτοικοι αυτοαποκαλούνται Ορκαδιανοί, διαχωρίζοντας τη θέση τους από την υπόλοιπη Σκωτία. Πανάρχια τοποθεσίας παρμένη με μονόλιθους σε κυκλική διάταξη και ταφικούς θαλάμους.
Is Northern Europe's most well-preserved prehistoric village. This is the path back in time of sorts. So starting here, first man on the moon, along to the American Declaration of Independence, birth of Christ. Now we are really time-traveling, people. We are going back. Yes, Skara Brae, 3100 BC. Now that is back in the day, people. Is that Robert I see before me? Resident expert of Skara Brae.
Welcome to Skara Brae.
Thank you. Oh, this is really neat.
Now what you're actually looking at here, if this would have been all roofed over, would be a whalebone and timber frame covered by skins with turf and seaweed on the outside to keep the water and the wind out.
Really? No, did they go whale hunting or?
Never use beached whales for the whalebones.
Did it kind of stink in here?
Of
I
course.
imagine it would have been pretty
Well, it wouldn't smell
intense.
of flowers, no.
No potpourri.
No, definitely not. Now these are your beds. these would have had a mattress of heather, bracken and grasses, covered with skins, so they've been quite comfortable. Now, some people said they've slept upright.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, even modern primitive cultures today believe if you actually go to sleep lying down, you won't wake up.
How to make the traditional Orcadian delicacy of the blackening. You need yogurt, eggs, iron brew, molasses, sand, and several other spontaneous ingredients. And no, it's not something you eat. It's an event that happens before a wedding. These are all of the bride's friends, and they're going to surprise her, paste her all over with the black stuff, and throw eggs at her. It's part of the fun. Hi. How are you?
Fine.
This is the bride-to-be's mother, June. And what's very exciting?
Yes.
Does she know it's going to happen?
No.
No. And these are all the people conspiring.
Yes.
Blackening. How long has this happened?
As long as I can remember.
Did it happen to you when you got married?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Is it a fond memory or something you kind of a rite of passage?
It is a fond memory after the event.
She's going to love you all.
I know.
You're right. There she is. Get her. There she's in the hat, obviously. Okay! How much do you love your friends and family right now?
Και ο γαμπρός δεν γλιτώνει το έθιμο. Μετά περιφέρουν το ζευγάρι σε όλο το χωριό στην καρότσα ενός φορτηγού. Το έθιμο αυτό τηρείται αιώνες τώρα, αλλά οι κατεβολές του είναι άγνωστες. Κανείς δεν ξέρει πώς ξεκίνησε και γιατί. Από τα νησιά Όρκνεϊ πετάω για την πρωτεύουσα Εδιμβούργο. Θα πάω για γκολφ στο Σεντ Άντριους και μετά θα ζήσω την τρέλα του τοπικού φεστιβάλ. Το Σεντ Άντριους είναι η πατρίδα του γκολφ. Εφευρέθηκε στη Σκωτία πριν από 500 χρόνια. Η λέσχη διαθέτει 6 γήπεδα. Πιο διάσημο είναι το αρχαιότερο. Για να παίξει κανείς όμως σε αυτό, πρέπει να επιλεγεί το όνομά του με ειδική κλήρωση.
All right, now that I've actually been drawn, I'm so excited about that. I need 2 gentlemen to help me. And this is Jim.
Morning, Megan.
Good morning.
Lovely morning.
My most excellent caddy. And this is Bill.
Hi, Megan.
The most excellent professional.
Here in Scotland, we tend to think golf's in our blood, so we don't need golf lessons. We think that we can do it by our birthright. That looks great, Megan. Now, this hole has broken the hearts of more professional golfers than I can remember.
Okay.
So, are you ready?
Right on.
Okay, so let's go. Oh, Megan, I'm straight in the bunker.
Oh, no. The bunker, that's heartbreaking.
We're going to give it a go, shall we?
Okay.
Would you like to hold on to that rake?
I would love to.
Oh, good.
Why is this place so special for golfers?
Well, I suppose it's the home of golf, and it's also the home of the Royal and Ancient Golf Club, and they are the body that set the rules for the game.
Η λέσχη ιδρύθηκε το 1754 από ευγενείς. Τους επετράπη να χτίσουν το κτίσμα με αντάλλαγμα να φροντίζουν το γήπεδο. Πού να φανταστούν ότι 200 χρόνια μετά θα εξελισσόταν στο δημοφιλέστερο σπορ στον κόσμο.
Okay, sir. Oh, a little too hard, wouldn't you say? Το Σεντ Άντριους βρίσκεται 88 χιλιόμετρα βόρεια από την πρωτεύουσα Εδιμβούργο.
Το 2000 η Αγγλία παραχώρησε στο Κοινοβούλιο της Σκωτίας περιορισμένη αυτονομία μετά από 300 χρόνια. Ίσως είναι ένα πρώτο βήμα προς την ανεξαρτησία. Το Εδιμβούργο όμως φημίζεται για το καταπληκτικό του φεστιβάλ, το μεγαλύτερο στον κόσμο. Το φεστιβάλ διαρκεί από Αύγουστο μέχρι Σεπτέμβρη. Στη διάρκεια του ο πληθυσμός της πόλης διπλασιάζεται.
Which is groups coming from all over the world, bagpipe bands and military units come together for an incredible display.
Στη στρατιωτική επίδειξη συμμετέχουν και αγήματα από τις πρώην αποικίες της Βρετανικής Κοινοπολιτείας. Μετά από επίδειξη στρατιωτικής ανδρείας, η βραδιά τελειώνει με το σιωπητήριο της γκάιντας και πυροτεχνήματα.
Strong character it has and how many characters there are here. Its future is so bright. So whether it remains part of Great Britain or whether it finally achieves its independence, that Scottish spirit is always going to thrive.
Αφήγηση Νικολέτα Λεκοσταύρου Ρόστρον. Μίξη ήχου Δέσποινα Λαμπρούδη.